Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to Raw, Restoring Awesome Warriors. I'm Jackie H., your host. I have here with me my co host, Gail Barron, the judge. We're a whole half an hour late, Gail. A whole half an hour late. You told me 6:30 and it's almost 7 o'clock. What's going on
Well,
here?
it was for good cause. I mean,
So you say it's for a good cause?
yeah, we've been busy.
You've
Been
been busy.
busy.
Yeah. You've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
First of all, welcome back to the first of the year. Um, Happy New Year again, if I haven't seen some of you. But so far, how have your year started off? Like, you keeping up with everything that you set out to do so far.
Yeah.
What's this day? It's the 14th.
14.
Yeah,
14.
we're in the middle of the month. Okay. All right.
And it's been the full month already.
No, that's right.
Yeah. But a
Okay.
good one.
A
But a
good
good
one. Right.
one. A good one.
Well, I'm keeping up with my health. Um, I hope you are.
I am.
Yeah. And I know we on a 21-day fasting.
Yes.
So that's a good thing. Always start off the year
Yeah.
giving it to the Lord, giving it to God. And when we set that in motion first, then it makes it for a good year for the rest of the, you set things in order for the rest of the year to
Yeah.
happen. So always put Him first. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about your series you got going on. I have up here the Esther series where we're going to be in Baltimore a couple Saturdays from.
Actually, it's next Saturday, 24th.
Yeah, that's it. Well, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Right. Right.
You, and um, you got people still calling you. Where they gonna sit?
Uh, it depends on the weather.
Are you gonna put them on top of the
Put them on the
boat?
roof.
Well, we thank God for anyway. You carrying on. You wrote your book last year, so you started your tour of going out and doing conferences and talking about the book, doing your workshop. So we'll be in Baltimore on the 24th
Yes.
of this month, Saturday, and it's from 12 to 4 p.m. And we're looking for a good time.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's been a long time
Mhm.
coming.
Yeah.
And it's so timing um, that this is the first month of the year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm putting my feet to the
To the
vision
vision. Okay. Mhm.
instead of, I heard it saying that don't ask God to order your steps if you're not willing to move your feet.
Amen. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm moving it step by step, limp by limp.
Okay.
But
It's called a lip tour. That's what it's called.
so I'm getting it. I'm getting in the process.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I'm proud of you, happy for you. And I'm happy to be a part of it because I get to display Taste of Love again
Yes.
on the roof. So come on
Yes.
down for some
Yes.
good natural food and some good spiritual food. We're gonna have a good time. It's not gonna be that long. Who you have coming with you? I see you have a young lady on the flyer that's gonna be there too.
Yes. Actually, she's from Baltimore.
Okay.
Very inspiring for me. Um, and I believe that just her walk and talk will inspire others because I'm learning uh, you can be the visionary, but Habakkuk said, write the vision, make it plain that those that read it may run.
Mhm. Yeah.
You may not be the one to run it. There's always pieces. And so you have to present yourself friendly and you have to get in a place and space where you realize somebody else is a piece of this puzzle.
Right. Right.
I'm not by myself.
It's called a team.
Yeah.
And even if you are the visionary or whatever, you still need help. You still need people with you. And speaking on that, you need people that would fit with what you're doing.
Right.
Like you just don't grab bodies.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I learned that a long time ago, even working in the kitchen. There's a lot of people that say I'll help you, or and you think because it's thank God for a body, but it's a difference when you have someone that into or what you
Right.
call it buy into what you're
Right.
doing, and
Right.
it makes the load so much
Right.
easier and flow. And get people who knows what you don't know. You understand?
Absolutely.
And sometimes so you could sit down and rest. Um, they know how to carry on with what you said, and then they can add to you.
Yeah.
So,
I'm so anticipating talking about runners. Like I've been trying to write this book for about 10 years,
mhm.
but I was able to complete the book within 90 days in 2005 because I I did my due diligence of writing my notes, but it was my daughter that took the vision and ran. I don't know who she know. I'm not in all of her circle of influence, but because she's a little bit more out there on platforms, she could introduce me to somebody.
So we went. I went to a conference with you on this weekend, and the lady was saying, make sure your circle, everybody there on the same level as you.
Right. Right.
Have someone that you're
Right.
reaching up that can bring you,
Right.
take you up. Because if
Right.
everybody's down here where I'm at, then okay, we just look at each other. But you need that circle of friends or whatever resources that would take you higher and take you where you need to go.
I mean, 90 days versus 10 years.
Yeah.
But when you get in the right place and place, as we always talk about when he told Peter and them, launch out into the deep and drop your net. Peter said, we've been toiling all night. I've been trying to do this 15 years. But nevertheless,
Yeah.
at thy word,
Yeah.
I'm going to drop it down. And when I dropped it down, the fish began to swim. What I mean, first of all, I had to I had to write. So even with waiting on God, you still must move.
Must do something. Gotta do something.
You must be active. I begin to write. My daughter began to format it, put it into. We had a draft first, and then she turned it over, and they did the finishing. But in between that time, with my husband seeing that you're doing something, all right, then what I'm gonna fund it. So when I'm telling anybody, whatever dream, aspiration you have, just get started.
Agree.
Just get started.
Wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will have divine connection. You will have divine collaboration because even though I may not have had the ability to word like I wanted to, I just put it out there and they figured it out for me. They did it for me. So this year, divine collaborations, divine connections. I'm looking for everything divine.
No one is an island,
No.
and there is no I in team.
Right.
So
Right.
you have to be okay with getting help
Yeah.
and receiving the help.
Right.
It's your vision.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
You know, like some people like this is mine. You can't do everything.
Right.
God told Jethro told Moses back there, "What you doing gonna kill you, man.
It
This
sure
is too.
did.
You
That's
can't
right.
stay
It's
up
too
there at
much.
night. So you got to trust someone and be able to delegate and relegate some things to others. And it's still, I had a gentleman told me even about cooking. He said, I need you to be able to write your recipe. Because I told him I cook by sight. My mother never used any measuring. Mommy, she just tastes a little bit. She comes to measure with her eyes. Well, it'd be hard for me to write that vision seriously because they wouldn't. Who does that? Like, what would I tell them? You know, so I had to even get someone who I could that watched me. I couldn't tell you, but sometimes your daughter Tiara or somebody said that, okay, you put 2 cups of milk. They told me what I did, where I didn't have no measurement. But if I refuse to have people to help me, if something that you don't know and you refuse help, I'm telling you, I don't know what I put in there. See, that was just a half a teaspoon of salt. Oh, that's what it was. So they was writing while I was doing it, even though I didn't have no measurement. I didn't have anything because I did it like mommy did it. But they was able to write. So you writing a vision for someone can. So if I ever we starting a cooking show, well, people like to know what you did. I can't sit there and tell you that just measure it or whatever. But it
Yeah.
pays to have someone with
Yeah.
you and trust. Trust is a big thing too. Trust that you know my idea. Trust that you have my heart or whatever you're trying to display. He didn't give you someone just to help you write the book that was going a different way.
So
You know how we used to do music
yeah.
where we had an idea when we got finished with the other people's idea, but you had to have somebody who had your heart and it's going to carry out
Your way.
your way. Yeah,
How you do it.
yeah,
Your way.
yeah, yeah.
Don't You can't come in somebody else's establishment and do your own thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm learning.
And it's not that we don't
No,
take
no.
ideas,
Yeah.
but sometimes you have what you want. I just need you to help me to develop
Right.
or
Right.
put out what I'm trying to do, not
Right.
change the whole. I mean, I
Right.
have had songs that I've written, and after a while, I was like, okay, that's not wasn't
Right.
even in my head, but but yeah, get someone who's team oriented
Yeah.
and want to go with the vision. Yeah.
So last year it was a great start for me, just getting back into what my heart desired.
Mhm.
And it started for me with the podcast, January 2025.
Mhm.
We was reading today about um, be not slowful or lagging in spirit. I mean, lagging in what you do, but be fervent in spirit. So I was asked, what does that fervent mean? And I was able to tell them fervent means hot. Fervent means boiling. Fervent means passion. You can do things, but you can have a slow for lagging spirit. But when that passion comes back, I can say my passion is renewed. So you started off last year with me, just me being a part of your podcast. And so that uh, opened me back up to the things that I wanted to do, that I enjoy doing. Then around July, August, September, I started to write the book. And then the end of this year, and the end of last year, 2025 December, you brought back up to me uh Healing Stream Waters. Healing Stream Waters was something, an idea that I had over 15 years ago. And I used to imagine myself uh, on a radio station. I'll be driving, coming back from Baltimore, seeing my girls, and I just be broadcasting live from Healing Stream Waters. But you knew that. And so whatever happened that you brought it back to my attention uh before the first of this year, and you told me I want you to do a daily dose. I don't know where I started, but that feeling, that passion, that boiling, that hot, my passion is coming back for the things that I just love to do. You don't have to ask me. I'm going to do it and I enjoy it. And it's been revolutionizing for me. It, it has inspired me. It has, because you don't realize what you lost. You can
So,
still go on, but
so
that,
that's what I want to speak to even encourage people who is watching. When you lose the passion, when you lose you give up on everything. And sometimes you don't even know how to get it back. And sometimes you just need someone, you gotta send someone in your way. It ain't like they introducing nothing new to you.
yeah,
They just reminded you of who you are and that whatever that was lost, it just takes one click sometimes, one flick of a light, something just to bring it back. And I'm speaking from experience because you know my story. When you lose who you are,
yeah,
and sometimes people don't know how they lose themselves. It can be the life, it can be the uh, taking care of people, it can be joining everybody else's stuff. Like every time you set out to do something, somebody wants you to help them do theirs, and you go help them, and after a while you strip. Life just happens. But it's nothing like coming back and being renewed of something that was placed. And you know when it's you because it's a belly thing. They said
yes,
as if I know her. You're like you knew years ago when you was riding, you was practicing and stuff. Okay, it didn't leave. So to people who have a passion or something that you know God called you to do, the dream or the vision, whatever it is, it's still there. Sometimes it probably take 5 years to come back around, whatever it is. But if you step out and prick that thing in one, you just need a little hope. And after a while, that one thing, and then it
it'll
keep
revive you.
everything to keep turning
Yeah,
back. Yeah. So I'm glad to see you. You know, even though we're sisters, and I know who you were. You know, we raised together, but you can look at each other and see when you lost. Like, what's wrong with you? What's going on? You used to say to me all the time, I just told you to be quiet. What's wrong with you? You ain't doing nothing. But you need that person to remind you, okay, you used to be this, you used to be somebody saw the former you.
yes, yes,
Yeah. So
yes,
once you got in with me with the podcast, I saw the spark because yeah, it's the only thing you just need a glimmer of light, a
yeah.
hope. So I'm glad to have you back. So for those of you who don't know, she's on every day at 12 noon on the Raw podcast, Restoring Awesome Warriors, just giving a little bit daily of who you are, what God gave you, ordained you from way back. It ain't nothing new. Maybe somebody don't know, but it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing. I told people, I said, she been preaching to me a long time. She been saying, I can't get away with nothing, but it's a
Ooh.
good thing. But yeah,
So I feel like when your spirit is revived,
mhm,
you know, it's a saying that your mind will be fine. You just got to get your body to catch up to it. And when your spirit is in a different place. You know, sometimes you'll forget, you'll start acting as if you don't have a disability. I see how.
Okay, well, you sitting there right now. Just stretch your hands out just stretch your hands.
It's coming. It's coming.
Seriously, you know what I
It's
mean?
coming.
Sometimes you just believe and do it. But I saw it stretched out the other day when you was talking. You didn't even know you had it went all the way out. But when the spirit that what is that chapter that you always tell me about the woman that was bent over?
Yeah,
It wasn't so much of a physical. It was the spirit had her bent over.
yeah. The spirit of infirmity.
So once he released that, she stood up.
Hope, hope,
Hope.
hope,
Yeah.
hope. And it has to, we have to give hope.
Yeah.
Hope, but you have to believe to have believe in yourself,
Yeah.
believe in what you're doing. And once that, it's all domino effects. And it will, like the game domino, all of it fall. If you get your mind, your spirit, I'm reminded when Daddy first got sick, he was fine. But when his legs start being cut amputated, his spirit went down, and then he just
That was it.
keep your spirit
Yeah.
up. Your spirit is it
Yeah.
will bring you healing, creativity, all of that. You in a good place in space.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised at
Yeah.
what you can do.
Creativity start coming back.
Yeah,
Everything you feel like getting up. You ain't
yeah.
laying around. You ain't slouched around.
No,
You got it all back. And,
up
and, and
all times of night, like it's daytime, and you know,
that's what's been going on when you be texting at 3. What you thought it was? What time you thought it was? You was in California. 3 hours different.
but
No. Oh
but
yeah.
you gotta have somebody to share with.
Yeah.
But you told me about when you're a sponsor, you can't let that phone ring.
I am not your sponsor. Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I ain't signed on to that. Oh no. Yeah,
You
what?
got to be available.
Yeah, when you sign up to be a sponsor, they call you 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. You can't be pissed. You can't be mad. You signed up for that. You gotta answer that phone and act like you like it. They the one who's in trouble. They the one who's distressed. They the one who got the problem. You can't. Yeah, you gotta
And
you,
sometimes people
suck it
need
up.
relief.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can't, all you can always talk to the wall or talk to yourself. You need somebody to bounce back off.
You know the drummer, Simon Murray, Dink. Yeah. That's what he said. He said he started practicing on pots and pans and banging on stuff. That's number one of the finest drummers that he used to say that's what he practiced on. It was those things. So you gotta talk to the wall or talk to the chair until you have
But you
somebody
had to
that will
graduate.
listen. I know. I did. I graduated.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I call you at that time of morning. Because I got tired of
Got that.
talking to myself.
Put the teddy bears up and start talking to the dolls. Yeah. But anyway, we our conversation today is get your hope back, get your passion back, get around someone who could ignite your dream
Yes,
back.
yes,
Um,
yes.
it's not gone. It's not over until it's over. And as long as you got breath in your body, and long as God is God, and He gave you something, creativity, whatever you have, your talent, your gift, don't sit on it. That another Bible story that you often quote. The ones that had 10 talent, the one that had 5, the one that had, because they just only had one. They said, don't sit on nothing. Turn it over. You'd be surprised who's waiting on your gift, your talent to be displayed. And it might give hope to them. So tonight we just spreading hope. We just giving you another way to see it. Life does happen.
Yeah, it does.
We're not
Yes,
taking that away. You had a stroke. You
yes,
had,
it does.
things have changed, whatever. But it's not the end.
It's not.
It's not over.
It's not. And
And
sometimes you may have all the ingredients,
mhm,
but you just don't mix it. Get your big spoon
yeah,
and mix that because it's in the mix.
yeah,
All of you need all of it. You the
yeah,
sunshine and the rain,
mhm,
everything. You need that stir up the gift.
So,
Stir up the gift.
so I have a illustration that mommy when she made homemade rolls, she kneaded the bread, the dough with her hand. And, later on she had bad arthritis and everything, but it takes power. It takes a
Yeah.
muscle to knead that dough. And you gotta reshape it and you gotta knead it again. She said the more you knead it, the better the rolls gonna come out. Well, I have arthritis in my hand, but I found a mixer. I'm talking about don't give up. And they have tools. I don't know if you have seen these mixers now. They come with everything that you need to do. This mixer does. Because, okay, you put the money in. It's about $300 to buy the mixer. But it got every tool that it got a kneader where you put that on it. You have a tool that if you just want to beat an egg, it whips it around for you. You don't even have to use your hand. So what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what the condition, whatever. There is something that will help you to still get the job done. So I'm still making rolls, but I'm making it with a mixer. Where she used her hands to knead it, this tool actually does the same job. I just get a rolling pin, better way, but still the dream goes on.
Yeah.
Your passion still can go on. We even with us singing, we're not singing physically right now because of different things we got to get back together. But there's the studio. There is stuff that you can still do. You don't have to give up
Don't.
on
You
your
don't.
dream. You find another way to maneuver
Yeah.
and do something till you
Yeah.
get to that point. But it's hope. It's hope.
Yeah.
I don't care what's going on in the world. There is
Yeah.
still hope.
I'm reminded of those lepers. Remember, they was outside of the city,
Mm-hmm.
but they were hungry.
Onward.
They said, "Why sit we here and die?
Yeah.
If we stay out here, we gonna die.
Either
If
way.
we go either way, we gonna die. But let's get up and move toward that thing." And when they got in there, it wasn't nobody there. It took them 3 days to get all the goods out.
Wow. Wow.
Why sit
Because
here and
somebody
die?
had the thought, why sit here? You need someone to say something. The other, it was three of them, but someone came up. Okay, we are hungry here. So sometimes it just take one person to get you moving. Let's go. Grab your sister, grab your brother, grab whoever, and let's go. And if you move, trust me, you're gonna have someone to move with you.
Yeah,
You're gonna have, what's your Jeffrey Osborne song?
we're going all the way.
We're going all the way.
If the two of us both want it, I lay my money on it. Starting today, we're going all the way.
You just need one family. You need you, and you might just need one. It was the 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 unit that was reading. He didn't know what he was reading, and he came up in the chariot to read. But what I'm saying, if you know anything about that, that was the richest. He carried the money for the richest person. Sometimes you don't even know what that one who you're
Right,
going to meet.
right,
He just showed
right,
him how to
right,
explain what he was reading.
right.
But he was
You only need
you
one.
only need one.
God send me
Send me the
the
one.
one.
So to get your hope back, sometimes
I
it just
think
takes
about
one.
Malachi when Malachi say, "Bring the tithes into my storehouse, to my house. Make sure it's meat in my house,
Mm-hmm.
and prove me that I open up a window." He ain't got to open up 5 or 6.
Just one.
One to do, just one.
Just one.
God sent us the one.
So we're just encouraging you today.
Yeah,
It's just encouragement.
yeah,
Hope, keep hope alive.
Yep.
Ask God to send you the one.
Put
Get
feet
your
to the
passion.
vision.
Put it there, and start off with whatever you have. You have enough to get started.
Yeah.
Gail, we're sitting here off of just moving our feet, right?
Right.
But if people would have saw how we started, so first start off with the phone camera. You have a camera on your phone,
Right.
and it took your daughter and your niece Crystal just to point the phone and take a picture, and you talk. Then we moved on up to two cameras. Well, we're still moving toward even
Right.
more. And now Crystal and Tara, they had to go back to work, so we had to learn how to plug up something. I'm saying, no matter how little or what you think of it, just get started. Have the hope that if it's just me and my camera, I'm gonna get started. We went to Italy. We say
Right.
this a lot in
Right.
2005 off of me and you
Right. Interviewing each other.
interviewing each other.
A 19-day tour out of that.
How did that-
Daddy used to always tell us, little is much
Lewis. Mhm.
if God is in it.
And when you have those moments, it increases your faith.
It does.
It causes you to tell someone, "Come on." I'm not talking
Right.
about something I read in the Bible. I'm
Yeah.
talking about something that actually happened in my life.
Yeah.
So we have the Word of God, and then we have living epistles.
Right.
We don't saw a mother. We don't.
Right.
Sometimes you have things right in front of your face that is an example. But if you don't look at it like that,
Right.
you'll keep on.
Right.
We have some examples
Right.
to share. So let's get going, y'all. It's
Yeah.
2026. This is day 14. This the month. This half of the month already. Where's it going? It's just it's not.
It's time. It's not
It's not,
waiting on
it's not waiting on
anyone.
nobody. So
Redeem the time.
yeah,
Get
get
in
in,
a hurry.
get in there, do
Get
what
in
you
a hurry.
got.
Make sure your work is done.
So
Success is when preparation meets opportunity.
what is you preparing
The
for?
opportunity will come when many times in our singing career, we was referred
Yep.
because somebody couldn't be there.
Mhm.
Um, somebody told them about our group. We were ready.
Yeah.
We wasn't getting ready. You can't get ready.
Yeah.
You have to be ready because you never know when that knock on that door is going
Back
to come.
back then we had 3 uniforms that was always ready.
Ready.
Not honoring it the day of it was pressed and we had to put it up. We got fined for wearing stuff.
Yep.
But I'm saying it was teaching us preparation, prepare. It taught us structure. It taught us discipline. It was a lot. So you got to do a lot of things in peacetime. You can have what you want, but you got to move. You got to practice.
Just be ready. We had to
Yeah,
have our jewelry, our
jewelry,
stockings,
everything.
everything in the storage, so that if somebody call, we can pick up and go. The late Bishop Johnny Golden told us one time. He said before he got the trips, he got the bus. God can send the rain. He said because that's what the people needed. The horses and
Yeah,
all they need the rain.
yeah.
He said you won't see wind or rain, but dig the ditches. Do you have your containers? For whatever you asking God to fill, are you prepared? That's the thing, being prepared. God can do that any moment. But if you ain't prepared, that's embarrassing.
And Gail, you remember? I'll say this, and we can close out. You talked about preparing for where you're going. So we used to go on showcases, right? This brought back to my attention when you said about jewelry. Well, they looked at our uniformity. Like I couldn't have on hoops and you had on
Right,
this and you had on that. We went for a showcase down to looking at what we had on.
right,
So preparation was important.
right.
But we just couldn't just okay. Well, I just get me a pair of earrings on the way in. They
Had 3 uniforms.
we was a women group, so it was what why you got on this and she got on that, but today it's different things today. But I'm talking about for that time we got graded on that. So it's down to the minute things, the little things that you're preparing for.
Right.
If you know you get ready to do something, get all the make a list of everything that's going to take for you to do what you're doing. You wanted to speak like a radio. Well, you have to protect your voice. You have to keep it's things
Preparation.
it's things that line up. I'm not only with the preparation, but prepare for something that you're doing. Like you don't go prepare for something that you're not doing. If you playing baseball, you don't go practice basketball.
Right.
Prepare for what you set your mind to do. Get it. Talk to someone who's in that same thing that you want to do. It's you'd be surprised. It might sound crazy, but some people is preparing. But I was like that. You told me you wanted to do this. Why are you over there?
Unless it has to do with, because I
That's
remember
that's
my,
a that's a different thing. I'm
yeah,
not talking about
yeah,
strengthening. No, I'm talking
yeah.
about I'm cooking. I need pans and pots.
Right, right, right,
Don't sit there and don't with the guy that came to play drums with us. He ain't had no sticks. He ain't had no drum.
right,
Like, okay, you want to play the you got to prepare for what
right.
you want to do.
Have your stuff.
So it's yeah. I know the story. You could already tell me that it might help with that. But some people don't even have a clue to what they want and don't even know what it takes to get there. I couldn't be on the podcast without a camera.
Right.
It doesn't it
And
doesn't.
not without content either.
There you go.
Yeah.
So preparation for where you're going. Get with somebody who's been there, somebody who sat there. Pray. Read up on some stuff where you're trying to go. It's going to cause for some put in time.
You made a statement just a minute ago. Are you prepared for where you are going? I remember a couple of years ago, um, I went on a trip. Now, when I left, it was cold. So I was bundled up. But I was going to Punta Cana. And the weather there was different than here. And I had to stand in a line to go through customs, and sweat was just pouring. Because I had this cold, I was dressed for where I left, but I wasn't dressed for where I was going. I learned the lesson. Now I do.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. Okay. And you usually the one that tells us what the weather gonna be for where we going. Why did you do that?
That's why I do it now, because that one time that I and standing in long custom lines, and you ain't got nowhere to put all this stuff.
Well, at least you learned the lesson. Um, the sad thing is if you go through something and don't learn it. Some people keep on repeating the same mistake over and over. Now, if you go back again and do the same thing again, come see me. Just come see me. I'll talk to you for a little bit. I do like that. He say basement time. All right. Well, I hope that someone has been encouraged today to keep dreaming, keep doing what you have to do. Make 2026 that year for you.
You ain't gotta make no resolution. As
No,
Nike's slogan says,
just
just do it.
just yeah. Well, Gail, it's always been a pleasure. We started off late, but we got it in. So hopefully someone has been encouraged. I have been encouraged all this month of seeing what's going on and what's happening and what God is doing. And we're just encouraging other people.
That's
You
the
know,
yet to come.
yeah, it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we still say the same thing. I don't think we changed that because that means a
No,
lot. Love God,
love family,
work
work
hard,
hard,
and
and
just
be
be
good.
kind. We love you guys, and we'll see you next Wednesday. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow at noon for this is it, Healing Stream Water Daily Doses, 12 noon. Gail, the judge, and don't forget that she will be speaking in Baltimore, January the 24th, 12 to 4 p.m. Hope you can get the uh, address and everything from off the flyer. I don't know I really don't really know what you're gonna do because you know the bus So we're gonna talk about that later and see what you're gonna do about another bus because people can't sit on top of each other or on the roof top of the bus. Love y'all. Talk to you later.